Have you ever caught yourself saying, "This is just who I am"? Maybe you've struggled with anxiety, procrastination, low confidence, or habits you swore you'd break. What if almost everything you believe about your personality is missing one critical piece? Because modern neuroscience has uncovered something extraordinary. Your brain is constantly rebuilding itself. And once you understand how that process works, you stop asking, "Can I change?" and start asking, "How fast can I change?" The answer isn't what most people expect. Most people imagine the brain as a machine, built once, then slowly wearing out. That's a comforting idea. It's also wrong. Your brain is more like a city under endless construction. Dirt roads gone, new highways appear, old neighborhoods disappear, connections strengthen, others fade away. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. It's your brain's ability to reorganize itself throughout life, not just when you're a child, not just after injury, every single day. Imagine walking through a forest. The first trip is difficult. You push through branches, you step over rocks. The trail barely exists. But if you walk that same path every day, soon there's a visible trail. Eventually it becomes the easiest route. Your brain works exactly the same way. Neurons that fire together, wire together. The more often a circuit is activated, the stronger it becomes. That's fantastic news if you're learning piano or exercising regularly. It's terrible news if you're feeling anxious, avoiding difficult conversations, or reaching for your phone every time you feel uncomfortable. Your brain isn't judging those behaviors, it's simply making them more efficient. And efficiency isn't the same thing as happiness. In one study after another, researchers have found that repeated behaviors strengthen neural pathways, making those actions easier to repeat in the future. Think about the last time you opened social media. Did you consciously decide to scroll for 20 minutes? Probably not. You felt a tiny urge. Then suddenly you were watching videos you never planned to see. That's because your brain loves prediction. It's constantly asking one question: what usually happens next? Researchers estimate that a large portion of our daily behavior is habitual rather than the result of a deliberate decision. That sounds discouraging until you realize something incredible. If your brain learned the pattern, it can learn a different one, but not by fighting the old habit, by replacing it. Picture two people trying to stop eating junk food. The first says, "I'm never eating chips again." The second says, "Every afternoon, I'll eat an apple before I decide." Who succeeds? Usually the second, because the brain hates empty spaces. Remove a habit without replacing it, and your brain keeps searching for the missing routine. Successful change isn't subtraction, it's substitution. Most people say, "I want to become confident," but inside they keep repeating, "I'm just shy," or "I've always been lazy." Those statements feel harmless. They're not. Every time you describe yourself, your brain pays attention. It begins looking for evidence that proves you right. Instead of, "I'm bad at public speaking," you say, "I'm learning to become a confident speaker." It's subtle, but your brain hears possibility instead of permanence. The story changes. And when the story changes, behavior often follows. There's one ingredient without which almost no lasting change happens: repetition, not intensity. Repetition. Every repetition adds another strand to the neural pathway. One strand seems insignificant. Hundreds become a cable. Think about learning to drive. At first, every mirror, every turn, required concentration. Now you can drive home while barely remembering the trip. That's neuroplasticity in action. Small actions repeated consistently beat heroic effort almost every time. Your brain doesn't only change from what you do, it changes from what you pay attention to. Attention is like a spotlight. Whatever stays in the light grows stronger. So, ask yourself, what have you been practicing lately? Every choice, every repeated action is casting a vote for the person you're becoming. You don't need to change your entire life today. You only need to strengthen one new pathway. Read one page, take one walk, meditate for 2 minutes, then repeat it tomorrow. The question isn't whether your brain can change. The question is, what are you training it to become?